Hello friends, today we'll start the discussion of our third unit, that is programming a PLC. Now, for programming a PLC, what you have to do, we need to use a certain programming language. The language used for programming a PLC is comparatively simple for an electrical engineer. Why? Because it does not require the special knowledge of any other programming languages like C or something. It is developed by considering the technical staff or the electrical engineer into consideration. Now what it consists of? There are so many programming languages used for programming a PLC, but most commonly used programming language is your ladder diagram. Now what are the unit outcome of this one? The first one is you should be able to identify the given parts of ladder diagram along with description and their function. Then you should be able to develop the PLC ladder program for the given situation. Some sort of situation was given to you and you need to develop the ladder program for this one. So applications may be automation of the boiler or home automation, or it may be automation of the complete system. Then describe program can process for given type of PLC. Then modify the given relay instruction for proper implementation of the given ladder diagram, and describe the method to troubleshoot the given simple PLC. Okay, so these are the unit outcome that you should be able to do after completion of this unit. Now, starting with before starting for the programming, as we know that all the PLC is the electronic device and all the electronic devices works on binary system. Okay, so you must know about the number system initially. There are so many number systems that we are going to use. In our day-to-day life, we are going to use the decimal number system. Now, what is in the decimal number system? In decimal number system, we have the base 10. Okay, or we can just discuss about the knowledge of different number system and digital codes is quite useful when working with PLC and with most any type of digital computer. This is true because the basic requirement of this device is to represent, store and operate on numbers. In general, PLC works on binary number in one form or another. These are used to represent various codes and quantities. In our day-to-day life, we are going to use the decimal number system. In decimal number system, which is most common, it has a base 10. If you are going to see over here, we are using the base 10 number system. Now what is meant by base 10? The decimal number system have the digit from 0 to 9. That is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That is total 10 digits. That's why its base is 10. The radix or base of a number system determines the total number of the different symbols or digits used by that system. Okay, so as I am using the decimal number system, so it has the 10 numbers. Similarly, a computer will work on binary number system. Binary number system has base 2. Base 2 means binary number system uses only two digits or only two numbers. One is 0 and second is 1. Now, the question how the computer or how the PLC will understand zeros and ones. PLC does not understand zeros and one. What is 0 and what is 1? As an electronic device, PLC works with electric supply. An electric supply has two stable state. One is on and second is off. When the supply is off, that represents 0, and the when supply is on, that can be represented 1. Or you can say that when supply is on means 1, off means 0. Or it may be logic high. Supply is high means 1, low means 0. Okay, or you can say that logic high means 1, logic low means 0. So a binary number system has only two states, that is zeros and ones, and that represent the supply. That may be transistor is on or switch is on. Switch on means 1, switch off means 0. So my computer does not understand the decimal number system. It will understand only binary number system with base 2. It has only two digits. So Whatever the information is there, that can be represented in the combination of zeros and ones with the base 2. Now, the binary number system, basically the supply voltage may be plus minus 5 volt over here. So next is the binary to decimal and decimal to binary. As we are familiar with the decimal number system, so if something is given to us 0110011111, we can't understand this. We can understand the decimal number system. So if something is there in the binary, then we need to convert that binary into decimal. So what is the process of conversion? So the process of conversion is what? We are multiplying by 2 to the power. Say this is my binary number 10101. 10101. We are going to write it like this one and multiply by 2 to the power 0, 2 to the power 1, 2 to the power 2, 2 to the power 3, 2 to the power 4. So 2 to the power 0 means 0. So 2 to the power 0 means 1. 1 into 1 is 1. 2 to the power 1 means 2. 2 into 0 means 0. 2 to the power 2 means 4. 4 into 1 means 4. And 2 to the power 3 means 8. 8 into 0 is 0. 2 to the power 4 means 16. 16 into 1 is 16. So we are written 16 plus 0 plus 4 plus 0 plus 1, that is 16 plus 4 plus 1, that is 21. The decimal equivalent of this binary number is 21. Okay, so in such way we need to convert the digits from one number system to another number system. Okay, so now in the same manner, if something is in decimal, as my computer does not understand the decimal number system, so I am giving the number 23 or something. Okay, so computer does not understand, so it has to convert that number into the binary number. How it will convert that number into the binary number? Say 156 is my decimal number. So in that case, we need to divide it by 2. So when you are going to divide 156 by 2, we are getting 78. What is the remainder? 0. Okay, when you are going to divide 78 by 2, we are getting 39. What is the remainder? 0. When you are going to divide 39 by 2, okay, 39 by 2, that is 19. Okay, 19 to the 38. But there is a remainder, so remainder is 1. Again, I am dividing 19 by 2, I will get 9. So when there is a 9, so it should be what? 9 is 18. So 19 minus 18. Okay, so remainder is 1. So again, we are going to divide 9 by 2. We are getting remainder as a 1. Then we are going to divide 4 by 2. Remainder is 0. Then 2 by 2. Remainder is 0. Okay, and we cannot divide 1 by 2. So it is the digit. So we are going to arrange it. In which order? We are going to, this is my LSB and this is the MSB. We are going to arrange from, sorry, this is the LSB and this one is the MS. We are going to arrange in this manner. Okay, so that will give you the number. Okay, so this binary number is the equivalent of decimal number 156. This is how you need to do the conversion. Actually, this is not in your curriculum, conversion of the number system. In your curriculum only there is a types of number system. What is decimal number system? What is binary number system? But what happened? Computer does not use this again for programming purpose. If I am going to use the program, my computer it's not working with the decimal number system. It is at only numbers from 0 to 9. So for that purpose, we are going to use the hexadecimal number system, in which there are 16 numbers. What are these 16 numbers? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. These are the numbers from your decimal number system, 10 numbers from decimal number system. Okay, and A, B, C, D, E, F. These are the 6 additional number. Remember, after 9 there is not 10. After 9 what is there? A, B, C, D, E, F. Okay, now if you are going to just remember, in your decimal number system, after 9 what is there? 10. 10 means what? The first repetition of the number system, that is 1 0. Then 1 1 1 2. In the same manner, For hexadecimal number system, a hexa means 16. Okay, hexadecimal means 16 number. So after 9 there is not 10, there instead of 10 there is A, B, C, D, E, F, and after F there is 10. Okay, so 10 over means what? The first repetition of your hexadecimal number system. The decimal equivalent of the hexadecimal number system 10 is what? 17. ओके, हेक्साडेसिमल मध्ये आपण जर 10 लिहिला तर त्याचा डेसिमल मध्ये नंबर किती होईल? 17, 17. ओके, and for representing the hexadecimal number system we have to use the h as a prefix. Okay, so now hexadecimal to decimal. If I want to convert hexadecimal to decimal, if you want to convert any number to other number, binary to decimal or hexadecimal to decimal, you need to multiply it by that base. Okay, so hexadecimal base is 16. Say I want to convert 28 hexadecimal into decimal, so it can be represented by like this one, 28 by to base 16 or 28h, that represent it is a hexadecimal number. Okay, and if nothing was written, only plain 28 was written, then it is your decimal number. Okay, for decimal number we are not going to write anything. Okay, because it is by default we are going to use the decimal number system or day-to-day transaction. Now what you are going to do, you need to multiply each and every digit by the 16 to the power. So 8 is the first number, so 8 into 16 to the power 0 plus 2 into 16 to the power 1. What is 16 to the power 0? It is 1. So 1 into 8, 8. 16 to the power 1 means 16. 16 into 2, 32. So 32 plus 8 is 40. So the hexadecimal equivalent of this decimal number 40 decimal is equal to the 28 hexadecimal. So this is the basic introduction of your number system. What you are discussing this, we just take a summary, quick summary. Why number system is very important? Because my PLC will works on electronic supply and electronic devices will works on your binary number system. The programming is completely in terms of your ladder diagram. Okay, and for ladder diagram, whatever the inputs you are giving, that may be on and off. So on means 1 and off means 0. Okay, but what happened, we cannot write the program into the binary language. So instead of that binary language, we are going to use the hexadecimal language. Now in case of hexadecimal language, this language was initially used when the initial days of programming, you are going to put the codes like that, 28h and all these things. For each and every instruction there is a specific code. Now in your day-to-day communication, we are going to use the English language for communication or Marathi language. English language has 26 alphabet, A to Z, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H up to Z. Now with the combination of these alphabets, we are going to form the letters, and with these letters words, with the combination of these letters we are going to form certain words, and with this combination of the words we are going to form certain sentences, and that sentences has certain meaning. Okay, say if I want to say I need a glass of water, this sentence represents certain meaning. But if I am going to say need water a glass, it does not represent sense a meaning directly. Okay, so a proper combination is important. If we are not going to make the proper combination, the meaning will change. In the same manner, when you are going to use the binary number, if my combination will change, sequence will change, the meaning is also change. Okay, so in the same manner, what you are going to do when you are going to write the program, you should be careful about this maintaining the sequence, and whatever the inputs we are giving, that is in the higher language. Okay, but computer understand only binary language. So whatever the program you are going to write, that is ultimately converted into the binary number system, this type of code, 0101, a combination of zeros and ones. So that we are going to discuss in the next lecture.